In the hidden kingdom of Lamunga, Princess Izayaku was born with a gift and a curse. Her skin shimmered like gold under sunlight. The people admired her ethereal beauty, but feared her warmth. Her golden skin radiated a heat that made her untouchable, separating her from even her closest family. Izayaku's parents, King Obiajalu and Queen Neka, adored their daughter, but worried about her future. Despite their efforts, no healer or herbalist could explain or remedy her unique condition. Izayaku grew up watching others enjoy simple gestures of love, a warm embrace, a comforting hand, things she could never have. From a young age, Izayaku was treated as a distant marvel by her peers. Children avoided her during games, and even her handmaidens approached her cautiously. Though they praised her golden beauty, their fear left her feeling like a cursed spectacle. Her only solace was the palace gardens, where she spent hours alone, imagining a world where her glow was celebrated, not feared. Her loneliness deepened as she grew, and though the villagers revered her from afar, she longed for true connection. One vibrant summer evening, Lamunga celebrated its annual moon harvest festival with music, dancing, and feasting. From her balcony, Izayaku watched the festivities, longing to join the joy below. The rhythm of the drums stirred something within her, and for the first time in years, she decided to step outside the palace walls. Draping herself in a hooded cloak, she ventured into the bustling square. At first, she remained unnoticed, but as she joined the dance, her cloak slipped, revealing her radiant glow. The crowd fell silent, awed and terrified. Whispers of fear and admiration filled the air, and Izayaku's heart sank. Amid the silence, a confident drumbeat broke the tension. A young musician, Kwame, stepped forward, his eyes locked on Izayaku. Unlike the others, he approached her without hesitation, captivated by her presence. His warm smile and steady rhythm calmed the crowd. Kwame invited her to dance, reassuring her with his fearless words. For the first time, someone saw beyond her glow. Encouraged, Izayaku danced, her movements graceful and free. The villagers, too mesmerized to look away, watched in awe as the golden princess danced with the daring drummer. After the festival, Kwame sought out Izayaku, intrigued by her strength and beauty. They began meeting secretly in the palace gardens, sharing stories of their lives. Kwame, a wandering musician, was as free-spirited as Izayaku was restrained by her royal duties. Their conversations turned into laughter, and their laughter into a deep friendship. Kwame's unwavering acceptance of her glow allowed Izayaku to feel truly seen for the first time. Their bond grew stronger, but she knew their connection defied the expectations of her royal lineage. As weeks passed, Izayaku realized her feelings for Kwame had grown into love. She cherished their stolen moments, but the thought of her royal duties loomed over her. A princess was expected to marry for political alliances, not for love. Kwame, too, struggled with the reality of their differences. Though his heart was full of love for Izayaku, he knew the kingdom would never accept a common musician as her suitor. Despite this, they decided to embrace their connection, no matter how fleeting it might be. Their happiness was short-lived. A mysterious illness swept through Lamunga, infecting villagers and nobles alike. The kingdom went into lockdown, and Izayaku was confined to the palace. Kwame, too, was trapped in his village, and their secret meetings ceased. Izayaku spent her days worrying about Kwame's safety, her loneliness compounded by fear. Weeks turned into months, and the once vibrant kingdom became silent and desolate. The Golden Princess, now dimmed by sorrow, could only hope that Kwame was still alive. Izayaku's worst fear came true when she fell ill with the plague. Her golden glow began to fade, and her body was racked with fever. The royal healers tried every remedy, but her condition worsened. The kingdom feared they might lose their beloved princess. In desperation, Queen Neka turned to an ancient herbalist who brewed a strange tonic using rare jungle plants. The potion saved Izayaku's life, but it left her changed. Her glow disappeared entirely, leaving her with warm, touchable skin for the first time in her life. As Izayaku recovered, she discovered the freedom of touch. For the first time, She could hold her parents' hands and embrace her siblings. The villagers, once awestruck and fearful, now welcomed her with open arms. She was no longer the untouchable princess. Suitors from far and wide arrived to seek her hand in marriage. Izayaku, now radiant with confidence, became the center of admiration. Yet, despite the attention, her heart remained with Kwame, the only one who had loved her when she was untouchable. When the plague subsided, Kwame returned to Lumunga, eager to see Izayaku. He found her surrounded by suitors, her once-hidden beauty now celebrated. Though overjoyed to see him, Izayaku hesitated. She feared their love could not withstand the expectations of her new life. Kwame approached her with hope, but Izayaku, overwhelmed by doubt, distanced herself. She told him their love was impossible, leaving Kwame heartbroken. As he walked away, Izayaku felt the weight of her choice, but convinced herself it was for the best. Days turned into weeks, and Izayaku could not forget Kwame's devastated expression. She realized that no amount of admiration or wealth could fill the void he left in her heart. The Golden Princess, now free of her glow, felt more trapped than ever. King Obiagelu urged her to choose a husband, but Izayaku hesitated. Her mind was consumed by memories of Kwame and the love they had shared. She began to question whether her newfound freedom was worth the loss of her true happiness. During a grand tournament, Izayaku's body heat unexpectedly returned, causing her old glow to reappear faintly. The crowd, once enchanted by her, recoiled in fear and disgust. Izayaku fled the arena in tears, humiliated and heartbroken. As she ran, she found herself face to face with Kwame, who had witnessed her shame. Despite everything, he approached her with kindness and love, offering her comfort. His unwavering loyalty reminded her of what she had lost. Kwame's words rekindled Izayaku's courage. She realized she could no longer deny her feelings for him. Gathering her strength, she returned to the palace and declared her intent to marry Kwame, defying the expectations of her royal role. Her parents, though hesitant, saw the depth of her love and agreed to support her decision. The kingdom buzzed with gossip, but Izayaku no longer cared about the opinions of others. She was determined to follow her heart. The day of their wedding was a celebration unlike any the kingdom had seen. Villagers and nobles alike gathered to witness the union of the Golden Princess and the fearless drummer. Izayaku's glow, once a symbol of her isolation, now illuminated her joy. Kwame's music filled the air as they danced together, their love radiating for all to see. The kingdom, inspired by their story, began to embrace the value of love and acceptance over status and tradition. Izayaku and Kwame's love transformed Lumunga, bringing unity and joy to the once divided kingdom. Together, they ruled with compassion, their bond a testament to the power of love. Izayaku's glow, though unpredictable, became a cherished part of her identity. The Golden Princess and the fearless drummer proved that true connection transcends fear and judgment. Their story was told for generations, reminding the people of Lumunga that love is the greatest gift of all.